sterling virtues that prepare in man a place and dwelling for God, and show man the better and easier way of going to God and arriving at Him. Holy poverty stands out above all things, all the rest by a certain precedence, and excels the glory of other virtues and the guardian, and it rightly stands first both in place and in virtue among all the evangelical virtues. There was one thing above all else in Christ that caught Francis' attention, that was the total renunciation, that absolute poverty of Christ.
నీ దయలు నీ కృపలు కాచితివి గత కాలము, నీ దయలు నీ నీడలు దాచుమయ జీవితాంతము.
With her all his life, wanting only a tiny hermitage to dwell, food that was begged, clothing that was rough, and root on the cold ground upon which to lay his head at night. He want to say, the Lord save you with your sister holy humility. Having nothing, they possess all things above all, Christ crucified and his eternal love.
నీలో నేనుండాలని, నీతోనే ఈ పయనం సాగాలని, నీలో నేనుండాలని, నీతోనే ఈ పయనం సాగాలని.
Francis was deeply inspired by what he saw in Christ, love of poverty, and he was deeply grieved to see holy poverty no longer on the earth and outcast among men. He revealed therefore to make her his bride and take her as his own, as Christ had done. He put aside all things that he might cling to her more closely as his spouse, and that they might be two in one spirit. Poverty was essential to his gospel way of life, and it was the rock upon which his whole spiritual life and that of his brothers was to be founded. Francis opened to them the secret of his heart and replied to the brothers that poverty is the special way to salvation. It feeds humility, and it is the root of perfection, its fruit, though manifold and hidden. Poverty meant for Francis a mere renunciation, and that it went on to embrace austerity, even the simple use of things, and a deep spirit of humility.
కృపచాలును నీ కృపచాలును, కృపచాలును నీ కృపచాలును, తలిమిలో ఉన్నను వేదనలో ఉన్నను, తలిమిలో ఉన్నను.
Wanted nothing that he could call his own, only the use of the bare necessities. He remained faithful to his bride, even in death, asking when he came to die to be laid naked upon the ground, that he might die in the arms of his lady poverty, as did his beloved master upon the cross on Calvary. But all the while, in his austere renunciation, he considered himself not only as nothing, but even as the greatest of sinners, for he knew that renunciation without humility is like the body without a soul. Through the intercession of St. Francis, we ask you for the grace to imbibe the spirit of St. Francis.
Little Poverello, help us, little Poverello, how to live as you did, loving God and all men too. You were ever singing, happiness to all men bringing. Help us, humble Francis, help us leave the world like you. With shining eyes and smiling face, you had but one refrain, for in your heart and on your lips was ever Jesus' name.